dedicate this palette to all my makeup lovers out there. We are all queens. My first experience in the makeup world was in drag, which is why drag has been such an important influence in my life and always will be. I've worked so hard to come up with a beautiful mix of neutral and bright colors that blend effortlessly. I know you'll have fun creating sickening looks with it, as much fun as I had creating it. Thank you for all the constant support. Life's a Drag wouldn't be here without you. Manny MUA with a little heart, and then he's got all of his, he's got his YouTube, his Instagram, and then the website right here. So let's get to the most important part. Yeah. So this is the palette, super like hollow, and this is Manny's face on here, and then right here it says life is a drag. And then when you open it, you get a mirror that says be a queen. This right here, the mirror part, reminds me of what is it, like a princess carriage in Shrek, or just a princess carriage, like you know how this is always around the princess carriage. And then these are the colors. So what brought my attention to this palette was the fact that all of the neutrals were all on this side and then the colors were on this side. So I absolutely loved that. That was like my favorite. I was going back and forth, and then I was like, you know what, let me just go and buy it because I'm probably going to regret not buying it. And it comes with a brush that I have not tried yet, but I will try it in this video because this is pretty much a video all about Manny's palette, pretty much. But yeah, it's super like heavy duty. It is a lot bigger than what I had expected, so I will give you some comparisons, and then it says Lunar Beauty on the back. So compared to the Naked Smoky palette, this is a Naked Smoky, and then in the back is this. It's huge. And then another comparison to the Kat Von D palette, it is still huge. Like you got all of this, a little bit up top here. So it is a very big palette, but yeah, I'm pretty excited to go in and get started. You guys are going to follow me along on this journey today because I have absolutely no idea what I want to do. I have somewhat of an idea, but I know that his blue isn't really made for like blue fingernails, blue, yeah, that wasn't planned, I promise. But I know that his blue isn't necessarily made for like super bright colors, so I'm just going to try it, you know, pack it on. We will see. Again, we're going to go on this journey together. So you will get a full raw review pretty much of the palette, although I'm not necessarily reviewing it, I'm just using it. So I'm going to apologize like I usually always do in every video when I have you zoomed in. If at any point I don't notice that my camera is going out of focus, today for some reason my camera wants to give me a millions of problems. So let's just go and do this before it keeps giving me more problems. So again, like I've said, I have already primed and set my lids. The shade Cake Face, which is pretty much just a white, and I'm gonna set my eyelid with that a little bit more so that way I have like a white base. Now this white eyeshadow is very pigmented. To start with the halo eye, I'm going to go straight into my crease, and I'm going to be mixing the shade Sickening and Hunty. So it's something that'll lay there and pretty much be a base in my crease for the rest of the shadow. Before I go any further, let me take my airspun powder just in case there's any fallout and put that all along underneath my eye. And we're going to take a smaller brush. We'll take the Morphe E18 brush. It is like a small rounded brush. And we'll take the shade Mug and focus that literally just in our, like right above our crease. Not in, because you don't want it to get it lost. So if you have hooded eyes like me, you want to look like this, so that way you can see it. And go in and blend that with that same brush. And then I'm going to go in with the Manny MUA brush, and I'm going to be taking the flatter side. So you got a flat side, and then you got more of a bigger side. I'm going to take the smaller side, and I'm going to take the shade Kiwi, and I'm going to focus this. There's a little bit more fallout in this color. I'm going to focus this right on the outer corner. And into the crease, but leave the middle of your eye blank. Then I'm going to take my other Morphe brush. I'm going to take the Morphe M433 brush. I'm going to be dipping lightly into the shade Campy. This is just gonna make sure I'm bringing the green, the blue, and my crease color together. So this is gonna go straight into my crease. It's not gonna show up too much because we have other darker colors there, but it'll make it blend. Taking my finger and patting that blue on my eyelid again, the shade Kiwi. Again, you want to avoid the middle part of your eye. So when you pack it on with your finger, it gives it more of like, more pigment pretty much. Be careful, don't do what I'm doing down here with my finger. But I'm pretty sure this was the color that Manny had expressed in his video when he revealed it, that it's not for color, it's more of just like a shade. But I decided to go in with it anyways. Then I'm going to take my Morphe M421 brush and I'm going to dip into the shade Beat, which is just like a pink sparkly color. And I'm going to use some Fix Plus just to pack that on. There we go. I'm not even sure who I'm really thinking of. I want to say Jasmine, but this is what this eye makeup look reminds me of, the Princess Jasmine. I'm pretty sure that's who I'm thinking of. Whichever one is blue in it. I was never like the princess girl, so yeah. Now I'm going to go back in with my crease color brush and I'm just going to go over that to make sure everything blends, but I'm not going to touch the blue color. I'm going to keep going back in with that shade Beat just to keep layering it up to make it as powerful, packed punch as I can. I'm taking the shade Shady and just pretty much tight lining. I don't want to make a wing or anything. Instead of putting any shimmery color, because this is like enough, I'm going to use the shade Cake Face with my finger and put that right under my eyebrow bone to give the appearance of a more lifted brow. And I'm going to take a brush, just any clean brush, and wipe away my fallout and the translucent powder that I put up. Now I'm going to go and put lashes on today. Super surprising, I know, but I just wanted to do something different. The lashes I'll be using is the Kiss Lash Couture in the Faux Mink collection. It is new, and it's in the style Boudoir. So I'm going to go ahead and put my lashes, put some mascara on, put my lashes on, and I'll be right back. Okay, I don't know if it's the lashes or if it's the lash glue that just played me for 10 minutes, but it was either the inner corner wasn't sticking or the back corner wasn't sticking. Now I get the inner corner sticking and then the back corner will lift up. Like, really? Does it need to be that difficult? But these eyelashes are beautiful. I actually love them. So now let's move on to the bottom lashes. I'm going to take my Morphe M321 brush and go back into the Manny MUA palette. And I'm going to be using the shades Sickening and Hunty again. And just running that brush from side to side. I'm going to take my Morphe M432 brush. It's just a flat brush. And I'm going to take the shade Mug and I'm going to tight line with that. Like, I'm going to push it as close to my waterline as I can. And then now I'm also going to take that Shady, the shade Shady, and just go over that Mug. Bring the Shady back just a little bit. Take your finger, run it along. So I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, the one that I got in the palette, and I'm going to use the smaller side. And I'm going to go into the shade Kai Kai just slightly because that is super bright, and tap off almost all of it and go over the shadows you just put on your bottom lash line. Now I'm going to take my Milani Supreme Kohl Kajal eyeliner in the shade Black, and I'm going to line my waterline, something I have not done in forever. I want to go in and I want to make the pink a little bit more intense, so I'm going to try and use my Real Techniques shading brush and go back into the pink and just keep going over it and over it and over it and over it and over it until I get my desired color, pretty much. So I want to keep my lipstick more of a natural color, so I'm going to be using the Kylie Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Angel. This color is beautiful. So I know that I always use an inner corner highlight, but I'm going to go back into the shade Beat and put that on my inner corner. Not too crazy, just enough so you can see it, because I feel as though it was just blank. Hold up, wait a minute. I forgot bottom lash line mascara, so I'm going to use the NYX Super Skinny Mascara. Honestly, love the way it came out. I wish I had a place to go. It just makes me feel like every time I do a look that I would not normally do and step outside of my comfort zone, I end up falling in love with it. So I should probably step outside my comfort zone more often. So I am in love with this look. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry if this video was kind of all over the place. I didn't initially know what I was going to do. I knew I was going to use the blue color, but I wasn't sure exactly how. But I love the pink and blue. Speaking of Manny's palette, I do absolutely love it. I feel like the eyeshadows are great. I mean, I didn't use all the eyeshadows. I used majority of them, and not one of them gave me a hard time. I really did. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the way that my makeup came out. I appreciate you guys for being here and watching. Any information that I forgot to mention during this video will be listed down below in the description box. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.